Hi guys, I am here today with the first video on my new setup. It might not look very different to you, but it is very different to me. I had to get my desk moved into our bedroom because we are clearing out what was my craft room for the baby. So that's going to be her room now. So I no longer have an actual craft room. So my desk is in here and a lot of my stuff is over here and in organizers underneath the table. And the rest of it is in the back room with Kyle's stuff where his room is. But yeah, so my desk is in here, and my camera, my light used to be on this side, but now it's on this side, so I don't think that makes a difference. I think it still looks pretty good. I think everything's still pretty good. It's to you, really nothing has changed, but to me everything has changed, and that's okay. But today, what I wanted to work on is making a collage canvas, mostly with stuff from Temu. It's not all going to be from Temu, but mostly because I have a lot of it. As you can see, this is just going to be the background. I don't know if I'm going to do one big video or if I'm going to break it up into like the background layer and the foreground layer, but we'll see how long this one gets first, and then I'll decide. But when I was cleaning, I found a bunch of my canvas boards that I had, and this is the 11 by 14. So it's going to be a big one, and I wanted to find ways to use them. So I'm going to be making some collages, and this first one is going to be the Temu one. So let's just get started. I have a lot of what's going to be background papers here, so I'm just going to pick some out and just glue some down. Like, so obviously I'll use the bigger ones first and fill up the background as best as I can, and then I'll do another, maybe probably just one layer or so of ones that are like middle size, like that, or like this, you know, stuff like that. And then I'll move to a different part where I add the foreground things like the stickers and stuff like that. So I got a bunch of different glue sorry. I have a bunch of different glue sticks here. I'm not sure what's going to work best gluing to a canvas board. And I have this like squeezable glue, as well as my tacky glue, of course. And I also have my ink. I don't think I'm going to ink anything on the actual background layer, the very first layer, but those, the extra layer that I put on, I might ink. I'm not sure yet. So, first I'm just going to pick out some stuff that can be the background, and I have some bigger ones back here that I want to use first because they are bigger, obviously. And I'm not going to use the full sheet. Like, this is a whole sheet of music paper. And also, since this is in my bedroom, you might hear my cats coming in and out and whatnot. I don't have the door closed, so I apologize for that. But sometimes people like to hear the cats. So, yeah, if they meow, then I'm sorry. But anyway. This paper is not from Temu, it is from a pack from Amazon, but I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm just going to rip pieces of it, and I'm not going to make the first layer like super small stuff, like I said. Like I have all of these. These are from Temu, and some of these are really, really pretty. Like, look at, there's like gold foil on here. So hopefully that picks up in the camera. And then these ones are vellum that also has gold foil on it. So I'm going to use some of those as well. And then I have these. I have a couple more of these. They're just vellum butterfly pieces. I don't know if I'm going to use the purple one at all. It's going to depend on what else I use. I'm not going to use it in the background at all for sure. But maybe in the foreground. I'm just not sure yet. The clear one I might use in the background, but also, again, I'm not sure. And this is from when I was die cutting out those envelopes, so this is definitely going to be in the background somewhere. So that's a good piece to use. Don't waste anything. So the first pieces, I'm going to rip up these longer pieces from Amazon. And then I'm going to rip them in half. No, I'm not going to rip them in half. I'm just going to use a whole half like that. And then this one, I'll rip this way. Because I do want bigger pieces to be in the background. So I'm not going to make them small. So there's those two pieces. And I'm going to find a couple of these to use. Maybe one or two of these. Maybe one that's vellum and one that is not vellum. So, oh, I kind of like this one. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. But again, I'm going to rip them. I don't want to use full pieces. Okay, so there's one. And then let's find one that's not vellum. And pick one of these. And this one I'm going to cut or rip that way. So I want one that's good. Wow. Brandon and Natalie are getting married Saturday, the 20th of 2050. So they're going to be quite old. That's another vellum piece. Ooh, this is beautiful. I want to use that as a whole piece though, so I'm not going to use that one. Look, it's the same image, just on flat paper. There's some really pretty paper in here. I think, though, I kind of like something like this, so I think I'm going to rip this one. In half this way. Okay, for now, I'm done with the square ones. And I'm going to pick out some of these. That's pretty. I'll probably use that whole thing. And use this whole thing. I'm trying to find ones that are going some directionally this way and some this way. So those are good on those. And how about one of those as well? And then that one's a good one. This one goes this way, so that's a good one. Oh, actually I have a lot of these ones, so that's good. And I'll probably use that one as well. And I'll use one of these and one of these. That might be enough. I'll use this map as well. So let's try to lay this out and see how it's gonna look. So this one I'm gonna use on the second layer. I'll get that out of the way for now. So this one I'm gonna put up here, and I'm gonna put this one, actually I'll put this one down here, put this one up here, and let's see, this one's got one of the bees on it, so I'll put that one up here. This one also has a bee and a sunflower. Put this over here. And I like this flower. Put that there. One of the skinnier strips can go right here, just like that. And I'll put this one right here. Actually, I want the sunflower showing, so that's good there. Is this? Ooh, that might not fit there. But what I can do is put a foreground piece. Oh, that might fit. As long as I glue this one really close to the edge. And then I have these couple floral pieces, so let's put this one here. And again, I'll put something in the foreground right there, like I don't have a, yeah, something like that. This I'll probably put right there. And I guess I don't need this whole thing right here. So what I am gonna do, actually I have a lot of flowery stuff over here and not much over here. So let's maybe rethink this a little bit. Or maybe not. There, I like that better. It's gonna kind of be hard though, remembering how I have all this stuff laid out. It might not work as perfectly as I would like it to, but I think it will be okay. Maybe I'll put this one closer to over here, and then I can get some little bit smaller pieces. Maybe a sideways one of these, a sideways like strip. I'll find something. Here's some more matte pieces. Oh, where did that matte piece go that I had? I'm not sure. I thought I had a matte piece in my hand. Well, I know I did. Maybe it was this one. And we can put that right there. And something taller right there. Taller and thinner. That will kind of work. Something like that. And then, because I can also rip pages, or rip pieces too. I don't need to use the full length. Like something like this, I'm gonna rip it in half. And both halves are very nice. I think I'm gonna use the half with the butterfly though. So I'll put that right there. And I don't know if I want another strip right here, or if I just want to find a bigger piece to cover up this whole area, which I think I'm gonna do. Find like a tall, thin, or a tall, thinner strip. Or just make a taller, thinner strip. Actually, I kind of like that right there. And then I can use a foreground piece right there. So something like this for a very nice background. I think it's nice anyway. I might flop this and this though. And again, pieces that don't fully cover, I can use smaller foreground pieces, or background pieces, I guess. So something like this. Is it gonna look like this when it is all glued down? Because am I gonna remember where any of this stuff is? Probably not. But I will do my best with that and with gluing it down. So I do know that I need to glue down the four corners first. And then the stuff in the middle, kind of go from there. So I know that this goes on this side. This also goes on this side. This goes on the bottom. I don't need my scissors for this. This goes over here. This goes second over here. These go up top. And then these are in the middle, so I'll put those towards the back. Okay, so that might work. Let's start out with the Elmer's Craft Bond glue stick and see how well that works. Hopefully it works well. I just grabbed a huge chunk of glue out of there accidentally. Let's put that, get that out of here. I would definitely rather have a little bit of overhang than I would white space, so I'm gonna try to get everything as close to the edge as I can. And I need to get my gluing magazine out, so hold on one second. Since I organized my desk, I actually kind of know where stuff is. So here it is. And this glue is pretty sticky, so that's good. That should mean that it will keep my paper stuck to the canvas. I mean, it is a canvas, and it is meant for all kinds of medias, so it should be all right. Okay. So I have a lot of these canvases. I think I have like 3 or 4 8x10s left, 9x12s, and 11x14s, which this is 11x14, which obviously is bigger. So if you have any ideas of things you would want to see me do with the canvas that I can do on camera anyway, I don't want to paint at all, no paint, but something collage-y type like this. I have a few ideas in mind, but not as many as I have canvases, so maybe if I like your idea and I have the supplies to do so, I can try it. Okay, we got that. Perfect. So the 4 corners are done, which is great. And I think I'm going to glue this down first before I glue this down. Well, I know I can glue this down actually. Yeah, so I'm gonna glue this down actually. This is a bit shinier, so hopefully the glue sticks is still okay with this. Okay, so that one is great. Now, I don't know if I want to glue that one down first because I don't want to cover up much of that one. But I for sure do want to cover up this one, and it's thin, so I am going to get this glued down. I am thinking of some, or like wanting to do some type of mixed media type canvases. This, so, I mean, now I guess this won't really be mixed media. It's more just of collage. It's just paper and stickers that's going to be on here. So, yeah. I think I'm going to put this down first, but I'm not sure. I want to see the rest of it first. So I have this one, and I have this one. I think I'm going to put this one down first to see most of that flower, and then I can cover up some of that text with that one. And this looks good so far on here, but I have those middle layers that I still need to worry about. And they're also going to go over it. But I think that'll be okay, actually. So, yeah, let's glue this down and then get these glued down. And this paper from this journaling pack from Temu is not a thin. It's not thin. It's definitely thicker than regular paper. And it's kind of got a little tooth to it, so it doesn't always want to stay down. You would think with a texture it would want to stay down more, but it does not. Look at that cat hair out of there. Okay, so that looks good there. And then get this flower one glued down. And I don't want to cover up the bee, so I'm not going to. Okay, got that there. And now I'm gonna switch pages and get this other top part glued down. Perfect. Okay, that looks great. Next, I have these, I have this, whoops, and I have, my fingers are very sticky, so these are not wanting to stick down. Then I have this, and I have the vellum. I have this as well, but I'm actually not so sure. Oh yeah, that looks good. Actually, maybe put this up top. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like that. So this one needs glued first, then second, then third, then fourth. Yeah, that works. So I'm just gonna move these over here so I remember. And then get this little piece glued down. Since we've been doing a lot of reorganizing of the room and making lots of noise and movement and stuff, cleaning a lot, my cat has been hiding under the bed. My young cat, the fat one, she doesn't like change, and the movement of things just scares her. But she finally came out from underneath the bed. I mean, she's been in and out, but she's been under there for a while now today. Yesterday we rearranged the bedroom. Like I said, I had to get my table moved in here, so we had to move the bed around, and it was time anyway. The way that the bed was just wasn't really going to work for us in the long term. So it needed moved. So we got that moved, and she just was not a happy camper. So I said I was going to put that one first, and then this one is going to go like here, right? Something like that. And this one will be right there. So yeah, that looks good to me. We'll get this part glued down. And then for the main part of the background, that'll be done, which is good. But I am definitely going to do the foreground in another video, because this is getting pretty long. And plus I'm going to have to think about the foreground anyway. So, alright, let's see how well this glue stick is going to keep this vellum down. Hopefully it works well. I mean, it'll probably be covered up by some layer or another anyway, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about it. But still, I don't want it to be rolling up. seems okay. And there is the first layer of the background, which is awesome. I think it looks super good right now. I do want to get this down, but I am going to need something over here first. And yeah, see this is trying to roll up over here and over here. So when I do something with the actual background, maybe even the foreground, use stickers to like keep some of that down. But so this is gonna go down over here. And then actually that frames that flower perfect. That's pretty cool. But I do need to get something over here. So let's find something for that little spot over there. Maybe something with a little bit more of a color. Not too much. Like, obviously most of this stuff is pretty vintage. And I want something smaller and long, like this. But that doesn't have much color. But that is a good option. Sorry that you guys probably can't see this. It's over here on the other side of me. But just trust that I am going through my stuff. And I will find something that works perfectly right there. I want one of the bluer colored things. But I think all the blue ones are like tall wise and not. That one might be okay. Or wait. There we go. I'll use that. I like that a lot. So that's gonna go there. Perfect, right there. And then I'm gonna get this big piece. Yeah, this vellum probably wasn't a good choice because it is definitely buckling and coming up in all different places, but that's okay. It'll just be a little bit of texture. It's fine. As long as it mostly stays down, I'll be happy with it. And I think that it will. And honestly, this thing, I'm gonna use the wet glue because I can get in those smaller little areas easier. Sorry, just over here gluing this, that's all. Okay, and that's perfect. So I had it something like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'll make sure that this is nice and flat. No buckles. Perfect. And it's subtle. It kind of blends in with the rest of it, which is good. It's kind of what I wanted. But it kind of breaks things up too. So if you look at it over here, you can see a square of, of background. And I think it's pretty cool. So now we have to find some smaller pieces to cover up some of these other areas, as well as maybe some other foreground areas. So this is where I can use one of these blue pieces. Yeah, I like that right there. That is perfect. And then this is perfect right there. Maybe, ooh, I like this. This looks good. We'll put this like right here. And I am going to ink this layer. So these will stand out a little bit more than what is already in the background. This bluebird, maybe more in the middle. I'm not sure yet. That map's a little too big for this layer, I think. So I'm gonna bring out Let's try to bring out some more color instead of just the lighter tans that I've got going on. Like, I like this cherry. I think I'll put the cherry right there. And with these being inked, they will stand out a little bit more as well, so that is also a good thing. This looks nice. I don't want to put that there though, because I don't want to cover up that butterfly. I think I think it's a little too big, so I think I am just gonna stick with these smaller ones, even though that one right there, but that looks good right there, definitely. So I'm gonna find a couple smaller type pieces like this. This is super cool. I'll put that right there. And here is a darkish orange piece. That'll look nice right in the middle. And this I'm gonna scoot over a tiny bit. I might even rip it. I think I am gonna rip it so I just have the cherry vines or whatever that. Yeah, I think those are cherries. And I guess now that looks upside down, but then the cherries look upside down. So that's okay. I'm gonna deal with that right there. This I'm gonna scoot over a little bit over here. I'll scoot this over, scoot this over. That is good right there, and that is good right there. So for the second layer, I'll put that there as well. Maybe I'll find something to put over here, because I do want this to be a nice layered piece for sure. Ooh, a cute little bingo card. How adorable is that? But that'll be covering up a lot of those. So I think I might want something a little bit thinner and this way. So let's find something a little bit thinner and this way. There, I think that. And maybe now I gotta find something to put up there. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, except it goes, I guess it can go either way. No, I don't want that. Let's see. Some more birds, but those are just a little too big. Maybe I can cut one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna cut one of these tickets out and use it. There we go. Okay, how long is this video now? Wow, this is getting long. So I think I'm gonna come back, actually. I planned out this layer. In the next video, I will have this, I'll do the inking, and then we can worry about the foreground stickers. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and I definitely want to make more of these, maybe even some more just like this, but on a smaller scale, because I do have the 8x10s and the 9x12s, like I said, and I have a ton of these papers, like a whole bunch. So let me know what you guys think. Did you enjoy this? Are you looking forward to seeing the rest of it? And if you have any ideas on things you might want me to try, mixed media wise or canvas collage, whatever wise, let me know. And I may try some. I'm always open for ideas. So I really enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you guys did as well. And I'll see you in the next one for part 2. Bye.